Hello, viewers. Thank you for coming over to my channel. This is Perfect Hearts Crochet, and today we are going to do a new stitch called a textured single crochet. So it is a skill level of easy, and it will be basically single crochet but with a twist. And I do have a small sample here that I worked just to give you a look. Even though it is single crochet, it does have a much nicer pattern here. Something new but easy to do. Okay, so we will get started here, and then I'll just continue on that little worked piece later. But as always, we will begin with a slip knot. Okay, so basically you just put it over your two fingers, and then you just pull over that loop across and then pull it through. So that is a very easy slip knot to begin your work. And then you just tighten the loop. So on this pattern, we will be doing chain stitches in multiples of 2, and it again can be as long as you'd like, as large a project as you like, or as small a project as you like, but it will be in chains in multiples of 2, and then once you decide how large your project, then you will add 3 additional chains at the end. So it'll be multiples of 2 and then plus 3 chains. So on this one I will do a small project just to get the basics. Okay, so we will do a chain here. So I will count on this one since I do need to do multiples of 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then we will add the 3 additional chains. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3. So first I chained 20, and then I added the 3 additional chains. So in the row number 1, we are going to do 1 single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So that's 3 chains from the hook. And we're going to go into that chain, and we are going to do just a single crochet. And that's it. Then we're going to skip a chain, which is this chain, and then we're going to go into the next chain, and we're going to do 2 single crochets. So that'll be 1, and then back into that same chain and do a second single crochet. So that's easy. Again, we're going to skip a chain, and then we're going to go into the next chain, and we are going to do single crochet. So it is that simple. It's not a difficult pattern. Again, skip a chain and 2 single crochets into the next chain. So let me just continue on here with that same skip, then 2 single crochets, and let me just speed it up here a little so we can get to the end of this and go on to the next row. So I hope you can see this. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. It is beautiful today. I hope to go out for a walk this afternoon. And here we go. This is a wonderful, easy pattern for you beginners out there. Even though it is just single crochet, it does look like it is a little bit more difficult stitch to kind of impress your work, you know, if you're making something or a gift for someone or yourself. So we get to the end and we do have the 2 stitches here and the last 2 chains. So here's chain 1 and here's chain 2. So all you're going to do is skip that 1 chain, but at the end here you're only going to put 1 single crochet, not 2. So you skipped a chain, you're at your last 2 chains, so you're going to skip 1 chain, and in the last chain at the end of your row you're just going to put the 1 single crochet. So don't put 2, just put 1. So this is how your first row looks. Then you're going to turn your work, and then you're going to chain 1, and that counts as your first single crochet. And then you're going to do 1 single crochet into the first single. And on this one, I know some crocheters out there do it differently, but I like to work in this space right here. I don't put it in the front loop and I don't put it in the back loop. I put it right in this space. And the reason I've always crocheted like that is it's really easy. The work looks the same, and it's easy when you're watching TV or you want to do something quickly. It is a very easy and quick way to crochet because you can actually feel it with your fingers as you go. So you don't have to be looking. So on this one, again, we turned the work, we made 1 single crochet, then we're going to put another single crochet into that first single crochet on the first row. And then there we go. So now that counts as your 2 single crochets. Then you're going to skip this chain, and then you're going to go into the next one, and you're going to work your 2 single crochets. So as you can see, you skip 1, go into the next one, and you do 2 single crochets. Skip, and then 2. I always go 1, 2, 1, 2 in my head, so I know what I'm doing. 1, and then 2. And this is a beautiful pattern, and I can make all kinds of projects. You can make scarves, you can again, washcloths, any number of projects will work for this pattern, and it's so fun and easy. There's really no thinking, no counting. Once you do your first 2 rows, you just kind of speed along with it because it's that easy. You're not having to mark anything, you're not having to put your little markers or anything. You just again, skip 1 and then 2 single crochets. Skip 1 and then 2. And then you're on the second row here, and again you've got your last 2 stitches. You have your 1 single crochet here, and then your chain when you turned it, so that counts as a single crochet. So here you're going to skip this one, and then in this one you're going to make the 1 single crochet. Skip 1 and then a single crochet at the end. And there you go. So that's row number 2. And as you can see, again, I do a little bit different in the way I go into my single crochets because it works for me. So whatever works for you, you can try that as well. I know some crocheters do it differently. So again, you can turn your work and you do 1 single crochet, and then you put another single crochet into that first stitch. And it's that easy. You don't even chain right here. You just skip and then 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the way I call this. But this is called, the pattern, a textured single crochet. And this is how you do it. If you want, I will show the pattern, but it's so simple. You don't really need a pattern to work this. So I'm going to put this one down so you can see how it's worked, and then I will pick up this larger piece here, and you again can see how beautiful it is. I'm working with a very beautiful yarn. It is a hand-dyed yarn. I have a lot of hand-dyed yarn, so you'll see in my work a lot of the different shades. That's what happens when you're working with hand-dyed yarn. And then on this side you can even see some specks of other colors. And that's it's a very pricey type of yarn, but it's a very natural yarn. I do like to support the makers out there that do this type of work. I can't recall the name of the yarn, I'm sorry. I always make these rows. Oh, maybe it's in here. So when I buy these beautiful yarns at specialty shops, I have them put it in their spinner and make this row. So here is the name of the yarn. I think it's right here. I have so many of these, so I don't remember a lot of the time. So this is called Alchemy Yarns of Transformation, and it is 100% merino, and it's called a green plum. So it is washable in a gentle cycle, and it is a tumble dry low heat. So it says here you can find this natural yarn on www.alchemyyarns.com. This is not a sponsor or anything, but that's the kind of yarn I'm using right now. Maybe in my future videos I'll use different colors of the same yarn, type yarn. So anyways, that is that. And here's the same, again, textured single crochet. And I'm at the end of the row, so I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to do a single crochet and then 1 single crochet into this work. Skip single crochet and then 2 single crochets here. Again, it's very easy. I love doing this stitch while I'm watching TV because I don't have to do much thought to it. I'm not reading a pattern, I'm not marking the rows, and I can pretty much feel with my fingers when I'm going into that next stitch. So a lot of the times I'm not even looking what I'm doing here. And as I mentioned, you know, if you haven't seen my first video, I like to make these out of cotton, 100% cotton yarn, because I make a lot of washcloths, dishcloths, face cloths out of the 100% cotton, and they're just so beautiful and natural. They last for a long time. You can wash them and wash them and wash them, and they're just fine. And here you're going to skip, and then you're going to go into that first chain that you turned with. You're going to go into that one and make 1 single crochet. Okay, well, that is all for today with this beautiful textured single crochet. I hope that was easy enough for you to follow, and I hope that you return. I will be trying to get out daily videos. I didn't get any out for the weekend, but I will try to get out another video on a daily basis so we can go through these easy skill levels for beginners. Thank you and have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video. If you did like this video, I would appreciate your your like button if you can, or if you'd like to subscribe so you can continue seeing this series of beginner stitches. That would be much appreciated. Okay, so thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.